now because we're going to try and juice them.
Ow. True medicinal comfrey.
Got some bumblebees going to
yeah,
town.
they look like it could be that family sanctuary. Raspberries everywhere. So we just walked out.
Put it in olive oil and put it
there are these kind of wild little guys. I don't know what they are. These guys are wild. There's some mullein. So it's a really healthy mix. I've got some sweet potatoes, yes, that are starting to come up with some squash and onions underneath that one. The grape trellis. So it's really cool. It's I see comfrey in there. It's just like this crazy mix now. And I'm just kind of letting it go. My mom actually wanted to like mulch all this over and do straw bales, which we can go to next because she's having good results with her straw bale garden. So my mom now, we've always had these square foots in here, and maybe 2 years ago I built this enclosure to protect it from deer and rabbits and woodchucks. But it was still really covered with grass and kind of very weedy. So it was always kind of this battle. So now my mom laid down this black plastic and then she planted stuff. And she planted potatoes, which have done really well. I want to add more soil around the base here, but it's like, I don't know, that's a big project. I was thinking of using old beehives. I've got these old beehives and maybe doing a couple here. I'm gonna ask her.
And these are the fancy wood chips. These are the buy a bag stained a certain color wood chips. But you know, there needs to be a space where
it's toxic.
There needs to be a space where mom can come and make it pretty.
You're right.
You know, and you've got all this grass. You know, when there's a system, when you wrap it up in shocks, and maybe you can make, you know, maybe there's some kind of a system where you can make bales easily and cheaply, and so you won't have to go buy. You know, it won't have to be I mean, it's all natural material, but yes, there's a certain level of convenience.
Everything's growing really well out of the straw bales, so she wanted to do straw bales over here. So I was like, Mom, maybe you can just pop a bunch around, not doing the whole thing, but kind of place them throughout that garden. Because I mean, I can't argue with this. You know, this is awesome.
It's effective.
I wish this was happening over there, like on a large scale, because it looks really good. And her cabbages are super happy. The peppers, it's kind of funny. Like she's got this really crazy mix of peppers, cabbage, carrots, onions, tomatoes, and they all seem to be doing well. More potatoes here. I mean, I don't think I've really seen broccoli like this before. Broccoli leaves. I'm definitely gonna eat these leaves pretty soon. I'm just gonna go from the bottom. Some more beans here. I've got some Jerusalem artichokes planted on the outside, hoping that they're gonna come up. But all in all, yeah, good experiment. I'm really happy with it. But the basil's there. So yeah, she's definitely making that one happen. This was all white clover, and there's still some remnants of it, but it's been pretty much taken over by the grass again, and some of just these random ones. I don't even really know what these are, but they're beautiful, and I know they're gonna flower.
It looks like bergamot.
Oh, okay.
Maybe not. Well, no, that's a coneflower. There it is, the same thing flowering.
Yeah, that's it, right? The same leaves.
Well, the leaves, yeah.
Almost.
Yeah.
So maybe we're just getting close on the flower.
Toothed. Yeah.
I don't know. It's pretty. There's another one.
Lovely.
This is a Juneberry that I transplanted from back there, which was getting kind of choked out.
Okay.
And just kind of making some pathways. There's a nice oak tree that's coming up. This is kind of interesting. I've never seen this before. It looks like a morning glory. A vine crawling up. That's the thing. You just find these random things. Like all of a sudden, it's like it just gets better and better. We'll go down that way in a second, but we can. This is kind of a cool thing. This wasn't here before. This just started coming up as like a little sprout, and I kind of thought it was cool because it was next to the hot tub, so I let it go, and pretty soon I'm just gonna have to kind of trim around it.
Sure.
But this is the hot tub, which is cool. We don't use it enough. We probably should. You have to warm it with wood, and it's made out of cedar, so it's almost like a cedar soup. It smells really nice. I've got some hazcaps or honeyberries right in here. And they fruit very early. Some grapes climbing up them. Here's hardy kiwi climbing. So it's kind of like hardy kiwi grapes, some poison ivy back there, honeyberries. Yeah, there's gooseberries up there. It's super cool. This is a black cherry, a wild black cherry. There's a hazelnut right here. More Russian comfrey, ironwood. This was one big tall one, so I snipped it. Now it's like a awesome shrub. And then we can go back down in here a little. Pop this back. My wood chip pathway ends right here. I got to keep expanding with this, but it goes down into this meadow as well, which has a lot of elderberries down here and juneberries, and it wraps back around towards the front. And then this one goes underneath the deck, which is where I would like to build a chicken coop or a rabbit coop area, something of that sort. I've got like I have gravity on my side, so I can dump compost down directly from the home up on the deck, and then I can make the chickens work and climb up and lay their eggs right underneath the cottage. So all we have to do is lift open a trap door and grab the eggs. So that would be a really nice system that I would love to start implementing. It's just a matter of scheduling. I think actually it would be next spring, where if I'm out of New York, I could really commit to this place for like 3 months. And I would want to raise meat birds, and I would like chickens, 2-month broiler chickens, and I would want to raise laying hens, and just see how that all goes. Here's a, this is a, it's an apple. I think it's a, gosh, Regent.
Did you see the bird just leave its nest right by your hand?
Oh no, no way.
There's a nest just about a foot up from where your hand was.
Oh yeah, look at that. Wow, little blue eggs inside.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Wow, wow, very cool. So it's just like that here. Here's some apples coming out.
Mm-hmm.
The grape, the grape's a little aggressive with this guy, but I feel like the deer don't even know where to start. You know, it's just, and we have more of these blackberries coming through.
Mm-hmm.
So what a combo! You've got blackberries. Yeah, there's some poison ivy down below, but blackberries, some milkweed, apples, grapes, and then over here we have a sea buckthorn.
Have you gotten those to fruit yet?
No.
Sea buckthorn?
No. I feel like it could happen any time now.
Yeah, ours are a couple years old. No flowers, no fruit yet. But
yeah. Jake at Raw Utah, he's had some really good success.
Nice.
Here's another one. It's probably one of the best ones on the property. Really pretty. Some kind of interesting ground cover, like these little pretty pink flowers. I'm not sure. Hazelnuts, poplars, wild grape, climbing up green ash. Another sea buckthorn here. This was all a big wood pile, and it's now been covered with especially Virginia creeper and wild grapes. But there's more stuff back in here. Here's another hazelnut. Here's a choke cherry. Here's an oak tree. It's just kind of, and then that goes right out to the front again.
Wow, yeah, those are really good.
Look at these comfrey flowers. Wow.